Thank you very much, organizers, for such a long introduction. First of all, a very good afternoon to all of you. At very outset, let me thanks to the organizers for giving me this opportunity to deliver the talk in this 2-week workshops interdisciplinary refresher course in library information science on skills and expertise in digital information landscape. So the topic which has been allotted me for today's talk is open access data resources. So I think just give me 1 minute, please. Yeah. So this would be the outline of my today's talk. I will cover open data. I will cover open data importance and characteristics of quality data resources. How does open data works? I will try to cover how it works in different environment. Key requirement of open data. What are the key requirements for open data? Open data resources types. Open data initiatives. Some of the initiatives which are taken by the Government of India, and one of the initiative of Government India is Open Government Data, that is also called OGD platform. So I will try to cover that platform. Apart from that, Indian government has some policy on national data sharing and accessibility policy, which is also known as NDSAP of India. So I will try to cover that some of the silent feature of this NDSAP. Various open access data resources which are available in public domain for the research scholars, faculty members, and teachers. So I will also try to cover some of the various open access data resources, some of the data portals and search engines which may be useful for the researchers. I will try to cover, and if time permits, I think there was already a session on open access resources. I will try to provide few slides on that if time permits. And some of the digital initiatives of Ministry of Education and some of the initiatives from other government agencies and institutions for the resources which are available in public domain. So this would be the overall outline of my presentation. So I think we all are aware about this open data. I think what is open data? We should first understand about that. Open data is the data which is freely available to everyone, to use as they wish without restrictions from copyright, patents, and other mechanism of control. It can be freely used, reused, and redistributed by anyone. In simple terms, open data means the kind of data which is open for anyone and everyone for access. Anybody can modify that, they can reuse it, or they can also share it. So that is called open data. Open data are large data sets. What is open data? Open data are large data sets that are available in public domain, or you can say the World Wide Web. So open data movement began with the efforts to improve access to government data, because there is a lot of data which is available with the government. So this initiative was begun with the efforts to improve the access of government data. What kind of the data is available with the government? The initiative was started from that. As you are already aware about, there are a number of such initiatives are there on the open access. Some are on the open source, open hardware, open content, and number of other open movements are there. Some similar kind of movements are there. So in other words, you can say that the open data drives its base from various open movements. Those open movements may be the open hardware, open government, open science, and number of other such kind of open initiative. Can be anything from the public data collected by the government agencies in economic trend, rounds up from the banks and other sources. Currently, number of organizations, some of the government agencies, and number of other agencies, they are coming out with number of open data platforms, and they have opened the floodgates of data, you can say, to create more and more open data for free and easy access. So there are a number of organizations which are coming forward for opening their data. The philosophy behind this open data has been long established. It is not a new concept. It was a concept, old concept, but philosophy behind this data has been long established now. If you see last one decade, the term open data is gaining a lot of popularity with the rise of internet and World Wide Web. You can see this is gaining a lot of popularity, especially with the launch of open data government initiatives. There are some of the open data initiatives from different governments, such as data.gov. One of the initiatives is the data.gov.uk. So these are especially launched by different governments. So it start gaining the popularity on the internet. Now, what is open access? I think you might be heard about this previous talk about this open access. Open access means the free access of information and the unrestricted use of electronic resources for everyone. The data or the resources which are available in open access platform, which has unrestricted use of information, is called the open access. Any kind of digital content can be open access. It may be text, and data to software, it may be audio, it may be video, and multimedia as well. Open access can also apply to non-scholarly content. There may be some non-scholarly content where this open access can apply. It may be music, it may be movie, and novels also. So I will try to focus a bit about this aspect, if time permits, what kind of open access resources are available. So if you see this, the open and free both are different kind of things actually, in a way that user can use data in any way they want, but it may not be easily be free of cost. It may not be easily be free of cost. So any data available in machine readable format has license. It has licensed, but permit the use of data in that user want is called open data. So all the data which is available in open format is not necessarily free. There may be some cost involved, but all the information which is available in machine readable format is licensed. Okay, so now you can see this Eugene Osowetsky. He has given some definition of open data. In open data, in his opinion, the open data is not not necessarily free data. It is similar to it's simply data that is easily accessible to any potential user with no artificial barrier. This was said by this Eugene Osowetsky, who is the co-founder and CTO of this web service founder. And another definition was given by this Laura James. When you go through his blog, you will find that he has given some definition like open can apply to the information from any source and about any topic. Anyone can release their data under an open license for free use by and benefit to the public. So this was said by Laura James, who is the CEO of Open Knowledge Foundation, said in his blog. So Osowetsky further opinion that the data to be open, it should be available in standard format from rather than the proprietary formats. It's not be available in any proprietary format. He says that this data should be available in any of the standard format, which can be used by the users easily. It should be available on demand. It should be available on demand with different technologies. It may be API or a pay-per-use model as well. So it should be available with the users. Ultimate aim is to available with the users. So if you go to the next, why this open data is important? Why it is important? So you can see past several years, open data has become a field of urgent interest of researchers, scholars, and the librarians. With the amount of data doubling every year, the data which is publishing every year, it is doubling every year actually. Issues surrounding the access, use, and curation of data set are increasingly important. It's very much important to have this available in open platform. Open data is important because the world has grown increasingly data driven. Now you can see this, the whole world, it is it is increasingly data driven now. So this open data has its own importance. But if there are restrictions, if data, a lot of data is available, but if there are restrictions on access and use of data, the idea of data-driven business and governments will not be materialized. If it is not available in open access, then the purpose of the publishing the data may not be, data-driven business and governments will not be materialized. Therefore, open data has its own unique place. It has its own unique place. It can allow a fuller understanding of global problems and the universal issues. If you have data is available in open platform, it allows a fuller understanding of global problems and the universal issues. Open data can help in fighting global problems. These global problems may be disease like corona and other things. It may be crime or any other such issues. So if data is available in open access or open platforms, then it might be used by the research scholars for their different kind of research and may be useful to the users. Open data can give big boost to the business. It is definitely, if it is available in open platform, it will be giving the big boost to the business and entrepreneurs. It will be giving the big boost. It can be great imparters of machine learning as well. Open data can empower citizens and hence can be strengthen democracy. For strengthen the democracy, this data is available in open platform. It will definitely strengthen the democracy of the country. It can streamline the process and systems that the society and government has built. Open data can help to transform the way we understand and engage with the world. So if data is available in open platform, it will definitely help to transform the way we understand and engage with the world. So number of government agencies, independent organizations, they have opened the floodgates of data to create more and more data for free and easy access to the users. So if you talk about this data, data has become a currency of growth, and there had been a better time, there will be no better time than today to unlock the potential data as towards innovation and productivity. The increased importance of data brings open data into picture, with many profits and non-profit organizations allowing the data to further bring the newer innovations. So for innovations, this the data should be available in open platform. Now coming to the next step, how does open data works? How this open data works? You see the process of making this data truly available or truly open. It seems overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be, because a lot of data is available in public domain, but it has some certain limitations. To help simplify the process, it may be helpful to think about enabling open data through two basic routes, or you can say that data is open if it satisfies two basic conditions. First one is making data technically open. So we should ensure that the data are available as complete set in a machine readable format. If it is not available in machine readable format, then it will lose the value. On an easily accessible platform, it should also be available on easily access platform from where user can access the data easily. So this is the first key to enabling the data open. If we talk about the second option is the making data legally available. If to ensuring the data which are available in the open platform, there should be option to redistribute and fully reuse the data is the second key. You can say that this is the second key of ensuring the data in open access. So these are two important points. First one is making data technically open, and second one is the making data legally open. Now coming to the requirements, what are the key requirements of open data? Here you can see three things. First one is availability, second is accessibility, and third one is redistribution and reuse. So if you talk about the availability, data should be made available in whole and at no more than a reasonable production cost. Similarly, accessibility. Data should be available for downloading on open internet in a convenient and modifiable manner. And third one is redistribution of and reuse. So data must be provided in a format and under the terms that permits full redistribution and full reuse of the data. So these are the three important steps of or key requirements of open data. Now, what are the sources of open data? There are a number of sources, but you can see there are three important points. Like first thing is databases. There are a number of databases from where you can get the open data. Second one is web services. Number of web services are there which are providing open data. Other sources such as RSS feeds. So these are three basic sources for getting the data. Now talking about the characteristics of quality data sources. How, since a lot of information, a lot of data is available in public domain. So what are the characteristics of quality data source? Basically, I found somewhere that these five traits that you will find within the data quality. If these five components are there, then you can say that it is the data is properly executed. If these are executed, that you can see that it will result high quality data. If these five things are there: accuracy, completeness, reliability, relevance, and timeliness. If these five things are there, that it might be the high quality data. Now, important point is why government share the data. Why the government or other agencies should share the data. One of the critical aspects of open data is the fact that why should the government share the open data. So some of the reasons you can say that there are some of the important points like meet regularly compliance, provide transparency into government operations, anticipate economic development, and initiate innovation. These are some of four reasons. Because of that, government should provide the data in open access platform. Broadly speaking, the benefits of open data include, if you see the government functionality, open data can bring in more transparency by keeping a tab on how the public money is spent. If data is available in public domain, at least the public can see the transparency and they can see how the public money is spent. They can analyze the data, they can find out that thing. Open data supports public oversight of government and help reduce corruptions by enabling greater transparency. Definitely, if some data is available in public domain, then it may help to reduce the corruption because this transparency will be there. So it will definitely reduce, helping the reducing the corruption. For instance, open data makes it easy to monitor the government activities, what kind of activities government is, what kind of things are happening. You can at least monitor the government activities, such as checking the public budget. If you want to see how this public budget is being utilized and what kind of impacts are there, one can analyze with the data. It also encourages greater citizen participation in the government affairs and support democratic society by providing information on related issues, because there are a number of issues which are involved when you talk about the democracy or when you talk about the public. There are a number of issues are involved. So if data is available in public domain, the researchers or the faculty members, they can at least analyze the data for their research or academic purpose. Second important point is public service improvement. If data is available in public domain, so open data can give citizens the raw material they can need to engage with the government, how they can engage with the government, how the citizen can engage with the government. That might be happening if data is available in public domain. And also the contribute to the improvement of public service. So how the citizens can contribute to the improvement of public service, data can be highly helpful in this regard. For instance, citizen can use the open data to contribute to public planning. Citizen can help in public planning or provide feedback on government or ministries and quality of services. So it can be done using this data available in open platform. Third point is innovation and economic value. So data is available in public domain. Public data and their reuse are the key resources for social innovation and economic growth. If data is available in public domain, definitely this it will help to innovation and economic value. Open data provides new opportunities for government to collaborate with citizens and evaluate the public services. We have already discussed about this, by giving citizens access to data about those services. Business and entrepreneurs are also using data to better understand potential market and build new data-driven products. So sometimes it may help to come out with the with new kind of products which are helpful to the users. And number of companies are taking advantage of free open data repositories to develop their products. Data is highly useful for developing the product. Open data also has a huge potential and opportunities for entrepreneurs and business, because it can help to the businessman for developing the products. Now coming to the efficiency, open data makes it easier and less costly for the government ministries to discover and access their own data or data from other ministries, which reduces acquisition cost, redundancy and overhead. So definitely it will increase the efficiency. Open data can also empower citizens with the ability to alert government. If some gaps are there, then open data can help to the government or the citizens can empower or alert to the government to fill up the gaps in public data sets, because there might be some of the gaps which are there in public data sets. So citizens can help in that regard, and to provide more accurate information. Not just that, you can say open data about weather can also provide an early warning system for environmental disaster, or for consumer to understand the personal impacts on the environment. What kind of environment, what kind of impact is there? It can be analyzed using open data. There are a number of other benefits as well from the open data. In nutshell, you can say that open data can enable creation of tools to improve consumer choice and citizen decision making. So these are some of the important benefits of open data or free data which is available. Now coming to the next point, that is the open data initiatives of Government of India. As discussed, while the concept of open data in science date back to the information of World Data Center system in 1950s. The International Council of Science established several world data centers, later to minimize the risk of data loss and to maximize the data accessibility, because a lot of data was there, and it was stored in number of data center to minimize the risk of loss of data and to maximize the accessibility of data. Since then, there have been number of sources which are providing this data either free or with some cost. So there are some of the initiatives from Government of India as well. Government of India created a platform which is known as Open Government Data, that is OGD platform, or data.gov.in. It is a platform or portal, you can say, for supporting open data initiative of Government of India. It is supporting all the open access initiative of Government of India. This OGD platform of India was developed jointly by India and US government as a result of announcement made during the Indo-US Open Government Dialogue in 2010. It was happening when this Barack Obama was the president of US and Dr. Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister of India. It was happened in 2010. So there was an agreement which was signed between US government and Indian government, and this was the result of that agreement. An open data platform was implemented in US as data.gov, and in India it was further customized as by the NIC in the line of National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy, which came as NDSAP, to develop the data portal of India. So this portal is a single point access of data sets or documents, or you can see services or tools or applications which were published by the different ministries, departments and organizations of Government of India. Whatever data sets, whatever results are coming out with different ministries or organizations, this is being published in this data.gov.in on this OGD platform. It combines the expands of the best features. It has good features of Indian government, that is India.gov.in, and US government's data.gov project. It combines and expand the best features what these two products are having. The purpose of this platform is to enhance the access and use the data to foster the innovation. Also, this platform has developed for supporting the open data initiatives for Government of India. This platform facilitates government organizations to publish their data sets in open format for public use. This open government data platform is also available as software as a service, which is also known as SaaS, one of the cloud-based service. Now, if you see this platform, the site is based on Drupal framework and has 4 important components. This has 4 important components. First one is data management system, which is also known as DMS. This option facilitates publishing the data sets or applications by authorized users from the ministries, departments, or organizations. So this data management system can be used for this purpose. And second one is the CMS, which is the content management system. This module is used to update and or create content and functionality of for the data portal of India. And third one is visitors relationship management. This module facilitates collation and dissemination of feedback, suggestions, which is received on the data portal. What kind of whatever these feedback or suggestions are received, it is handled by this module. And last one is the communities. So people with specific interest can connect through these online communities. They can connect with communities and find out the requirement or data which they want. So this is the platform. These are the screenshot of this open data initiative or open government data platform, where you can find a lot of information which can be useful for a research scholar for the academic purpose. Now coming to the next step, that is the data sharing and accessibility policy of India, that is also known as NDSAP. It was published in Gazette. It was Gazette notified in 2012, March 23rd, and this was important because of so many reasons. I would like to highlight some of the important aspects of this data sharing and accessibility policy, NDSAP. As a part of Open Government Initiative, this ODG portal was launched during October 2012. In compliance with that, this National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy was Gazette notified in March. So according to the preamble of this NDSAP, you see the preamble, it was mentioned over there that there has been an increasing demand by the community that data collected with the deployment of public funds should be made more readily available to all for enabling rational this debate, better decision making, and use in meeting civil society and government needs. So this was mentioned. This is mentioned in this NDSAP preamble. The purpose of this platform is to enhance access and use of government data and foster innovation. The efficient sharing of data among data owners and inter-governmental agencies, along with the data standards and interpolable system, is the need of the hour. since a lot of data generated through public funds available with the different ministries and departments. Hence, there was a need to formulate the policy. There was a need to formulate a policy because a lot of data was available, which was generated through public fund with the ministries. So this it was felt that there should be some policy for this data sharing and accessibility. So it was framed in 2012, and which enabling the provision and platform for proactive and open access of the data which is generated through public fund. Now, next one is one aspect is this data sharing and accessibility policy is each government department shall have its own creation of high value and low value data sets. Generally, high value data is governed by the following these 10 principles. The completeness should be the completeness, primary, the timeliness, ease of physical and electronic access, then machine readability, non-discrimination, use of commonly owned standards, licensing, permanence, and usage cost. So these are the 10 important principles for this generation of data. Now, talking about this National Data Sharing and Accessibility Policy, NDACP, it recommends that data has to be published in open platform or open format. It should be machine readable. Though there are many formats suitable to different category of data, based on the current analysis of data formats prevalent in government, it is proposed that data should be available or published in following formats. It may be CSV format, it may be Excel format, it may be ODS or open data document format or XML or RDF, or you can say KML or GML or RSS. So these 10 formats were mentioned in that NDACP for this open data. Now, if you talk about the benefits of this policy, what are the benefits of this policy? So there are a number of benefits. I have tried to I have taken these benefits from this gadget, which was notified in March 2012. So first thing is the benefits of this data sharing policy is the maximizing use. First one is maximizing use. Second one is avoiding duplication. Then maximized integration, ownership information, better decision making, and equity of access. These are the equity of access. So these are the 6 important benefits of this data sharing policy. Now, talking about this, what kind of access should be there? So as per NDSAP, there should be 3 kind of access. First thing is open access, which is the data access to data generated from public funds should be easy, timely, user-friendly, and web-based without any process or registration or authorization. There should not be any registration or authorization is required for some of the data which is available in public access. Second type of access is registered access. So for that, user has to register with the website to access the data. So data sets which are accessible only through the prescribed process of registration or authorization by respective departments, organization will be available to the recognized institutions or organizations or public user through definite process. There would be some process for registration, and the data will be available, some kind of data will be available through the registered access only. Then third one is restricted access. So then there would be some data which will be restricted for access. So data declared as restricted by the Government of India policies will be accessible only through the available for the restricted use. So these were the 3 things which were mentioned in the NDSAP for accessing the data. Now coming to the next slides, some of the important data initiatives of Government of India. There are a number of initiatives which are there from the government, but I am trying to put some of the data sources which might be useful for the research scholars. So first one is the open comment data, that is that has already been discussed. This is known as OGD platform, which is set up by the NIC in compliance with this NDSAP, and it is providing you different kind of information. You go through this website, it publishes data sets, documents, tools and applications collected by the government for public use and community participation of products with the visualization. There are a number of important tools which are available like APIs. So this is the platform, that platform. Next one is National Portal of India. This is also one of the platform from where the web portal for this Indian citizen. It was developed by the Indian government with an objective to facilitate the single window access of information and services of all government entities. It is designed and developed jointly by NIC and Ministry of Education and Information Technology. It is single point access of information. It has searchable contact directory as well, a database of government websites and others. So this may be one of the very good source for research scholars and the faculty members for their research purpose. And then this is the platform. Next one is the RBI database. RBI database of Indian economy. So this platform is developed by RBI. It is a website which was launched by Reserve Bank of India, and it has data on macroeconomic indicators of Indian economy. It is loaded with relevant information and data for researchers, analysts, and general users. It has data sets across money and banking, financial markets, national income, saving and employment, and others. The data is to facilitate contemporary styles of data analysis that can provide important real-time numbers about the economic activity, price, and more. So this is a very good platform which provide data with charts and different kind of visualization charts you can get from this out of this data. And next initiative is the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation data sets. This ministry is also providing good information related to the it's providing the data sets which are collected by conducting large scale sample survey across India for various parameters, which eventually leads to the creation of database. The ministry applies standards, statistical techniques, and extensive scrutiny and supervision to enable this. So this is a very good platform for the users. You can see this screenshot. A lot of information is available, a lot of data is available in public domain. Now next one is the Gateway to India Earth Observation. This is the initiative by ISRO. The Open Data Archive provides free satellite data, products, downloading facilities, and other options as well, and thematic data sets. It uses a crowdsourcing approach to collect enriching and point of interest data. It also acts as a platform to host government data, such as Forest Department. Apart from being a repository of data, it allows users to explore the 2D and 3D representations of the surface of Earth, past surveillance, disaster services, high resolution images of cities, and a lot of other information. So this may be one of the good source for the users. You can see this. This is the screenshot of this website. Next one is Survey of India. This is the Survey of India. India's Central Engineering Agency is in charge of mapping and surveying under DST, and it is also one of the oldest scientific department. With the data centers spread across India. It has user-focused, cost-effective, reliable, and quality data from India. So this is the website for this platform. Now next one is the India weather data. With these data sets for various metroid indicators, water resource planning, rainfall, and other form across various parts of India, these data sets are available for users in simple formats. It also contains databases for several other parameters such as temperature, pressure, relative humidity, then perception amount, wind spread, solar radiation, among others. So this may be one of the good source who is working in this field. This is the platform. You can see good, very nice visualization of data using different data tools. Now, next one is Aadhaar metadata. So this is the website which provides the huge data set generated by the daily count of total registrations, the registrations which are happening in this Aadhaar, enrollment applications accepted and rejected by the state and districts. It also contains other details such as Aadhaar generated by age or gender. So a lot of information is available on this platform. So if anybody is working in this direction, this data or set can be used for their research and academic purpose. This is the website of this platform. Now, next one is the import-export data sets. This may also be a good platform or good website for the people who are working in this field. Wildlife Institute of India dataset. This institute is also generating a lot of data sets. This Wildlife Institute of India is in Dehradun, and it is one of the autonomous institutions under Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change, Government of India. It has data sets on different wildlife species in India. There are total 4591 specimens that are housed at this wildlife herbarium, of which 4322 are digitized and published through this GBIF network. This is one of the network which is there, and this data is published on this network. The data is mainly used by the researchers and field managers from the respective protected areas of country to prepare for management plan and other research. So this may be one of the good source for the users. Now there are a number of other open access data resources which are available and providing you data from not only from the India but also from other countries. So first one is World Bank Open Data. This data.worldbank.org. It is the repository of world most comprehensive data regarding what is happening in the different countries across the world. So World Bank Open Data is vital source for getting the open data. It also provides access to other data sets as well, which are mentioned in the data catalog on this website. So accessing and discovering the data, whatever you want, is quite easy. All you need to do is to specify the proper indicators. Whatever data you want, you need to provide proper indicators, names or countries or topics, and it will open up the treasure house to open data for you. It also allows you to download the data in different formats, such as this Excel format, CSV format, or XML. You can get access to an analysis and visualization tool. Number of tools are being incorporated in the platform. So you can get the data and good number of different kind of charts and different kind of these maps using these visualization tools. It can facilitate a deeper and better understanding of global problems because you will be presenting in using different kind of charts or different kind of maps. You can get access to the API also for this data, World Bank data. These are the, this may be one of the good source for the users. Next one is the WHO, World Health Organization. They also have one of the open data repository. So whose open data repository is how this WHO keeps track of health specific statistics of about 194 members of states. So it will be providing you the data related to those member countries. The repository keeps the data systematically organized. Data is very systematically organized. It can be accessed as per different needs. What kind of needs you are having, you can access this different need using different needs. For your specific needs, you can go through the data sets according to theme, category, or indicator, and the country as well. The good thing is that it is possible to download whatever data you need in Excel format. Whatever data you need, you can download the data in Excel format. You can also monitor and analyze the data by making use of data portal. The API to this World Health Organization's data and statistics content is also available. So API is available. You can download the data as per your requirement. This may be one of the good source for the users. Next one is open data, this UN data. United Nations is also providing good number of data in different fields like agriculture, crime, education, human development, university, and population, refugees, and so many other topics, or you can say other subjects. So what you need to do is you put right keyword to search the data. You can see in this website you will get the data which is available with them, and they're also providing API for fetching the data. Then next one is United Nations Statistical Division. This is also one of the good source for getting the data. A number of United Nations statistical databases can be accessed, and data can be downloaded for free from this website. Free sources include the data from the demographic yearbook, or you can say the national account management aggregates, and number of other fields you can generate the data. Next one is the Google Public Data Explorer. This is also one of the very good website which was launched in 2010. Google Public Data Explorer can help you to explore vast amount of public interest data sets. You can visualize and communicate the data for your respective use. And for instance, you can access data from World Bank, US Bureau of Labor Statistics, and US Bureau, or you can say the IMF, OECD, and so many other related databases. It makes the data in different agencies and sources available. So this is one of the very good website for getting the data, free data. Next one is the UCI machine learning repository. This repository is very helpful for the users who are doing the research in the field of machine learning. It serves as a comprehensive repository of data sets, domain theories, and data generated that are used by the machine learning community for empirical analysis of machine learning algorithm. This repository, there are at present 463 data sets which are available for the machine learning community. The Center for this Machine Learning and Intelligent Systems, it is maintained by the University of California. They are hosting it, they are maintaining it, and regularly maintaining and updating it. So the students or educators or researchers all over the world, they are making use of this. This is one of the reliable source for getting the data sets in machine learning study, or if you are doing machine learning study on machine learning, this may be useful for you. You can download these data sets as ASCII file and also in CSV format. The details of data sets are summarized by the aspect, like you can summarize your aspect like attribute type, number of instances, number of attributes, and year published, that can be sorted and searched using this website. Next one is COVID-19 data repository. This is also one of the important source. This is the repository for data examining the social, behavioral, and public health economic impact of novel coronavirus, global pandemic. This is free self-publishing options for the researchers. If anybody wants to publish their data or data sets, what they need to do is they have to register with this website, and they can share the data with them, and it will be published. So these are some of the important sources of top 10 or 15 sources of data. Apart from that, there are a number of other open data sets or open websites or open platforms are available. So I tried to categorize these in like government and global data, financial and economic data, crime and risks data, health and scientific data, then academic data, environmental, business directory, media and journalism, marketing and social media. So I tried to classify the resources as per these different kind of subjects or disciplines. So if you talk about the government and the global data, so these are some of the government or global data which are available with different countries. Like data.gov, we have already discussed about is this. So this is one of the important source for getting the data from the United States. You can find the data tool or resources to conduct the research, develop the web and mobile applications and design data visualization. Second one is data.gov.uk. This is the website similar to the data.gov or data.in, India or data.in. These are the similar kind of website which are providing the country specific data. Similarly, the US Census Bureau, this is the website which will provide the data related to the population or geographical kind of thing or education in US. Similarly, the UK Data Service will be providing similar kind of data. European Union Open Data Portal is one of the portal. The European Union portal is the single point of access to growing range of data from institutions and other bodies of European Union. So whatever data is publishing in European Union or the European countries, it is one of the important source for getting the open data. Now next one is yes. So next one is this US Open Data Network, then US Food and Drug Administration, US National Center for. So you can see this most of the data in US. This is a lot of data is available in public domain for accessing the users. UNICEF is also providing the data on different topics. These valuable open data sets to monitor and report on the situation of children and women everywhere. So latest updates are providing on the diseases, different kind of diseases, gender and education, attributable and social norms, and other data sets which are widely available through this UNICEF platform. All these blue platform are links. So whenever you click on this, you will directly connect to the website. So after this presentation, I will be sharing this presentation with the organizers. So I think you can make use of these sources if these are useful to you. Then if you are working in financial or economical aspect, then these kind of data may be useful for you. Like World Bank Open Data is there, which we have already discussed. There's Financial Times data is there. The Financial Times may look like online newspaper, but it actually one of the most robust data source for global market. The Americas, Europe and Africa, and also the Asia Pacific, it is giving you large data sets for your research purpose. Similarly, this global financial data, with a free subscription, user can access this global financial data, complete data sets and research to analyze the major global markets in economics, sources and periodicals, books and other numerous archives. Similarly, this UN Covet database is also one of the important source. International Monetary Fund is also one of the source for getting the data for financial or economic sources. Bureau of Economic Analysis, US Security and Exchange Commission, National Bureau of Economic Research, Federal Reserve Economic Databases, all these databases are highly useful for the research scholars and faculty members who are doing research in financial and economic aspects. If you're working on crime and drugs area, then this might be, these data sets or these platforms might be useful for you, like United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, Uniform Crime Reporting Program, Bureau of Justice Statistics, National Archive of Criminal Justice Data, National Institute of Drug Abuse. These are the platforms from where you can get the data related to this. If you are working on health and scientific data, these platforms may be highly useful, like World Health Organization. We have already discussed it in detail. Then healthdata.gov. Then this Pubmed Center is also one of the important data source for the researcher who are working in health area. National Center for Health Statistics, National Cancer Institute. This institute, they are also coming out with the open data sets, which can be useful for the users. If you're working in environmental field, then Climate Data Online is one of the source for getting the data related to marine data, or you can say the weather radars, or number of related disciplines or sources. National Center for Environmental Health is also one of the platform from where you can get the data related to this. Then business directory data is, there are some of the directories which can be helpful for the users who are working in this field. If you're working in this India journalism, media or journalism, this 538, this is one of the website. It is one of the comprehensive and high quality data sources on everything which politics to sports is 538. So basically this is one of the website from where you can get a lot of data, lot of information. The New York Times Developer Network, by creating an account and registering, you can tap New York Times abstract, links, multimedia books, listing, stories, and other such kind of material date back to 1851. So these are some of the platforms which might be useful for the users who are working in the field of marketing and marketing. So like Google Trend is one of the platform which can be helpful for the users. Then Amazon Web Service, Wikipedia database, Social Mention, and 538 GitHub is also one of the website. For academia data, Google Scholar is one of the website. I think you might be using this Google platform or Google Scholar. So this is very important and useful platform for getting the data related to the papers or the literature which is published in different areas, different fields by different scholars. There are some of the data journals. So data journals are publications whose purpose is to expose and share research data and to promote its reuse. Examples of these open data journals are like BMC Research Notes. This is one of the journal which is freely available, Pubmed Center. Then Giga Science is also Pubmed Center. Journal of Open Psychology Data, Open Health Data, and Scientific Data. This is published by the Nature Publishing Group. So these are some of the source for getting the data. These are the data journals. Then some of the other sources are like Get the Data, the number of Reddit.com. These are the different websites from where you can get the data as per your requirement. So since there are number of website, number of platforms, there are plenty of data sets which are published by numerous agencies every year. Very few data sets has become recognized and established. A lot of information is available, but you can question me that since you have told so many platforms, but how, what kind of data sets or what kind of sources I should use for my research. So in that case, open data portals or search engines can play a great role. The reasons why very few such data sets sustain as useful resource is that it is challenges to develop, manage, and provide the data in a way that you want or any organization want. Because if you're not getting right information or right data or right source it will be very time-taking process for you when you are doing your research, and time is a big issue when you are doing your research. So there should be some portal which can be used for getting the data or data sets related to your research. So these are some of the sources from where you can get the data. These are some of the data sources or data portals which can be used for getting your results, like Google datasets. This is one of the website from where because it lists or it lists a lot of data or lot of data sets, lot of websites, and providing you the search result like Google. So it merged number of platforms, number of websites, and stored access to the web through the simple keyword search. You put your keyword whatever you want, it will give you the result from different kind of data sets, different kind of platforms like Google. So it may be one of the good tool for accessing the results of data, whatever you want for your study. Apart from that, these are some other open data platforms or portals like DataServe, DataWars, Open Data Kit, CCAN, Open Data Monitor or Planner, or Open Data Impact Map. These are 5-6 open data platforms which can provide you the results like Google search or Google results. So you can use these portal for getting your search results. Now you can say that what is the relations of this open data with other activities. Like initially we discussed something about open access. So when you talk about the open access, there are a number of open data movements. Some of these movements are like this: open access, open content, open knowledge, open notebook, open sources, open research, or open science. So these are some of the similar kind of initiatives of the field of open data or openness. Now the important thing is open data privacy and security complexities. While open data has given a chance to experiment with growing newer technologies, but there are some of the set of challenges as well. So important challenges: the privacy and security, complexities with the data, open data. So what kind of data should be put up in open access? This is one of the challenge, and up to what extent this data should be provided in open access platform. This might be one of the challenge. Various guidelines need to be placed to ensure the safe data exchange process, which is already there when the organizations or ministry is coming out with the data, open data. They are also coming out with the policy, like in India, they have an NDSCP, which is providing the proper policy for data sharing and implementation. The organizations providing open access need to provide a layer of legal, commercial negotiations to define what data will be shared and for what purpose. So it should be clearly defined if any organizations is sharing the data. It's necessary to adhere the legal framework that protects not only the privacy of individuals, but also right of participants to open innovation using the data. So this is a very important point when you talk about the this open data, privacy and security. There should be some policy frame about this data. Now I have few minutes, so I would like to go through in 5-10 minutes quickly the various open access or free resources which are available in public domain. So there are a number of ebooks, number of electronic thesis and dissertations, number of Google services, National Digital Library of India, or you can say learning tools are available, open education courses that are available, then open access video lectures are available. So I would like to highlight quickly in 5 minutes. When you talk about the open access journals or platforms, this DOI is a big source for getting the journals in open access platforms. Then you will be having coverage of about 15,000 journals which are available in open access platform. It is not like that. The journals are having proper reading process, and after that, after proper reading process, these journals are being included in DOAJ. Currently, it has good number of articles in DOAJ. Then Journal of Digital Information is also one of the source for getting the open access journals. Then Sage Open, Sage is also coming out with open access journals. Then these are also some of the platform for getting the online journals for accessing the. So DOAJ is a good platform, we have already discussed. This is also one of the platform like Electronic Journals Library. This platform provides number of journals. You can see this journals and subject and entries. So good number of journals or articles you can find out from this this platform in different subjects. Like you can see this slide in the agriculture or in archaeology or art or history. Good number of articles are available in public domain. There are a number of platforms which are providing you the open access books. So in top, this directory of open access books is there, from where you can get about 30,000 books, peer-reviewed books, which are available from different publishers. Project Gutenberg is also one of the initiatives from where you can find books, older books which are available. And Hathir's Digital Library is also one of the initiatives for getting these free ebooks. PDF Drive or Bookboon or Get Free Books, Internet Archive, these all are the sources for getting the free books in your field. These are all are the, if you find out the textbooks in your field, this OpenStudy textbook is the platform from where you can find the textbooks which are available in open platform. The number might be low, but you will find something in free of cost. This open textbook library is the platform. Hathir's Digital Library is also one of the platform. It looks like this. You put your query, you put your search terms, you will find the relevant books related to that. Million Book Project is another one of the project, a digitization project of books initiated by Carnegie Mellon University. They are having about 1.5 million ebooks to the readers. There are good number of open access ETDs are available, like Sorganga and DLTD, open access thesis and dissertations, PQDT, EBSCO open dissertations. These are some of the important points or important platforms for getting the free thesis or dissertations. These are some of the global ETD repositories which might be useful for you. So Google is also providing their service for accessing the Google Patent Search, Google Scholar, Google Books, and some of the other platforms. So this may be useful for you for research purpose or academic purpose. Open access directories are there. Then number of open educational courseware are there, like MIT courseware, NPTEL, then you can see Coursera, a number of other platforms are there. These are some of the open learning tools like Coursera, Duolingo, or number of other things are also there. Khan Academy Law, Coursera, Merilot. These are the open learning tools. Google is there. Then some of the initiatives by government of this India, Ministry of Education, like for NPTEL. NPTEL is, you all are aware about NPTEL. This is one of the very good source for getting the information. SWAYAM is also an important platform which can provide you a lot of material related to your area. Then SWAYAM Prabha, you might be aware about SWAYAM Prabha. This is one of the channel and which will be providing you the information related to your field. A lot of digital content, access of e-journal, databases, and ebooks are available through the National Digital Library of India. This is the Digital Library of India, which is there in IIT Kharagpur, and as a project. So they have created a very good website and single point search window for a lot of resources available with NDLI. So what you need to do is you have to register with them and access the data, whatever you want. So they have included good number of resources during this COVID-19. So it is very helpful to the users who is working in this field. World eBook Library and the South Asia Archive are the two resources which are available through the NDLI, National Digital Library of India, with the help of Pubmed Center, Gandhinagar. EPG Pathshala is another platform which is providing you the information on different subjects, different subject field, and developed PG level course material. Sodhganga is the platform where you can see they have uploaded 3 lakhs thesis as on 9th April. Then this is from the about 474 76 universities, and about 570 universities have signed the this thing. Sodhgangotri is also one of the platform which can be used for getting the data of research, what kind of synopsis or what kind of blueprints has been submitted and approved. So this is the data of synopsis, Sodhgangotri. These are some of the initiatives of government like virtual labs. This is the initiative of MHRD, now Ministry of Education, under the NME ICT. The objective of this virtual lab is to provide remote access to lab of various disciplines in subject engineering. This lab would create the student at virtual lab would create the students at the UG, PG level as well as the research scholars. ABU is also one of the platform, e-learning platform, which is the purpose of the platform is to talk to the teacher. Spoken tutorial is also one of the platform. Self-learning, self-training in IT fields. E-Yantra is a good platform for getting the hands-on practice. Yantra is the initiative of incorporate robotics in the engineering education with the objective to engage students and teachers through exciting hands-on applications in maths, computer science, and engineering principles. So the aim of this E-Yantra is to create the next generations of embedded systems engineers with the practical outlook to help provide practical solution to some of the real world problems. So because of this, this project was launched by the MHRD under the NME ICT. eKalpa is also one of the platform. So this was overall from me, and at the end I would like to say that all these resources are very helpful to the users, and important thing is what you want. It should be very particular. You have to, whenever you are searching the data or the information, you should try to get the relevant data. At the same time, you should know what is useful for you, or what is useful for you. It should be very clear, and accordingly you have to put your query when you are searching the data. So open data or open educational resources is the order of the day. I would like to say that the world has gradually started moving towards open system, and open data is rightly synchronizing with the chat. The business and organizations which leverages open data or open resources will gain a competitive edge and will be able to dominate in the future. So if you are not with the open data or open resources, definitely if you're not there, then you will have to use that, and surely you will be able to dominate in the future. So thank you very much, and I would like to acknowledge all the sources from where I have taken the data. I have used number of sources, number of websites to get the data, to get the information. So I'd like to acknowledge all those sources, although I tried to put the references and different sites, but at some point of time it was not possible to make the references in each and individual slides. So I'm acknowledging all those sources from where I've taken the data. Although this presentation is being delivering for academic purpose, so I have used number of data from different websites. I acknowledge all of them. So these are some of the references from where data has been taken. So thank you very much for once again for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you.